Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of A Wee Touch of Madness, the weekly video podcast show. And we are starting season 2 with Enokh here. You right, mate? How you doing?
I'm great, brother. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Now, we were supposed to be doing this as a live stream, but due to so many technical issues trying to get that sorted out, we just decided just to pre-record and then get it done.
Yeah, that was an experience.
Yeah, it was.
Learning process.
I don't think I will be doing live streams again for a while, to be honest. That was an experience.
Yeah, definitely.
So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself to the people out there who may not be aware of who you are and the music that you do?
Yeah, man. I'm just a Michigan dude, born and raised on the underground scene. You know, like from Twisted to Esham to Eminem, D12. You know, a lot of inspiration around here for lyricism. So, yeah, that's pretty much how I was brought into it. You know, just Michigan dude who just loves lyricism and loves the wicked shit.
And just loves the wicked shit.
Yep, a lot more freedom. You know, a lot more freedom to express yourself that way.
Fair enough. Now, rumor has it that you have just finished making and producing a new song. Can you tell us anything about it, or is it all still secret and hush-hush?
No, I'm actually I'm probably going to drop it tonight, but then again, it's like 6, so I might drop it tomorrow. But yeah, I haven't completely decided on a name yet, but I'll say it's just, I don't know how to explain. It's me. It's just funny, you know, dark lyricism that, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't really know what to say about it. You know, I just put it out there and then we'll see what people say.
Yeah. Fair enough. Well, I have actually listened to it already. Surprise, surprise. I have already listened to it already, and I've got to say, I think it was absolutely amazing. And when it does come out and you do decide on a name, I highly suggest everybody actually checks it out, because even if you don't like that sort of music, that hip-hop kind of juggalo sort of style, you will like this. It is really good, and I promise that.
Yes, definitely. You know, like when I do my own kind of style of wicked stuff. You know, like ICP and all them, you know, they do their own style. I like to bring a little bit more of like just funny and just entertaining wordplay, you know, like Mad Child, you know, and stuff like that. I like to just really amplify the syllables and the pronunciation. Just, you know, have fun with it. Just say a bunch of random crazy shit, but it sounds, you know, pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. So, rumor has it that you actually got one of our own from Madness Records to produce it for you.
Yeah, Big Q, man. Shout out to him. Much love. You know, he hit me up after I dropped my last song and was like, yo, bro, who's mixing and mastering for you? That's myself, you know, running Audacity, you know, no knowledge behind how to do it. And he was like, well, you know, I got you. Let me do the next one. So I sent him that new song, and man, he slapped it together for me. Sounds great, and I can't wait to get it released, man. So I love working with a dude. You know, he's a cool dude. We share the same interest. You know, same respect for lyricism. So you know, that's always a plus.
Yeah, well, that's always good to hear, and I'm pretty sure that if his ego isn't already inflated, it soon will be after hearing that.
Yeah.
Not that he needs much more of an ego boost, to be honest. And if you lot at home actually remember when we had Big Q on a few episodes ago in season 1, you know what I'm on about. So, can you explain what the creative process is that you've got when you make your music?
Yeah, so what I'll do is I will slap on a movie, some weird, obscure horror film from the 1980s that 90% of the population forgot about. And I'll grab a notepad and a pen. Now, sit back and enjoy the film, but while I'm enjoying it, I write down words that I don't normally hear in my everyday conversations or, that I see every day. Just, weird, different words like in Evil Dead, you got like Kandarian demons, like Kandarian. When are you ever going to hear that? So I'll take the oddball words like that have multiple syllables that give me a lot more room to play with. So that's how I get the ammunition stacked up before I start writing. So then I have all that set aside. And then when I start the writing process, I pretty much I write I write to maybe 3 beats, all right?
Okay.
I only write to really 3 beats. And one of them's Eminem's Hello. The other one is Feel Injected by Swollen Members. And then the other one, it's kind of like, but it'd have to be like Buffalo Bill by Eminem. I like to write by those because they're really tight. The beat's really quick, ta 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 ta. And I can take whatever I write on any of them beats and I can slap it on any beat across the board. It doesn't matter what it is. Like every song I've ever released has all been written to probably more than likely one of those 3 beats.
Okay. That's right. Okay, fair enough. Certainly a very interesting answer there. I wasn't quite expecting that, although to be honest, I'm not actually entirely sure what I was expecting.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a little different little process, and then like as far as recording goes, I don't pre-plan anything I record. I go into
Hold on. What do you mean you don't plan? You don't like pre-plan?
Nope, I don't plan out a song. I don't write a whole song. I don't look at it as a whole song. I don't, go in there and say, well, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do that. No. What I do is I go in there, I find a beat the same day.
Right.
I say, oh, okay, cool. I like this beat. And then I'll come up with a chorus right on the spot. So all the songs I've released, all the choruses that you've heard, those are all just as came off the top right then. I was like, oh, yeah, that fits perfectly. Slap them together. And then I grab my big old thing of journals that I have, and then I will figure out like the rhythm of the song and the subject matter, and then I kind of just pick through all my journals and find ones that match up the same subject matter, not the same rhythm because I like to switch it up, here and there. But yeah, that's pretty much how I do it. Then I record those verses and get the song done within, anywhere from 5 hours to 2 hours, somewhere around in that area. And then I mix it all myself and slap it out the next day.
That's actually that's quite crazy. I've never heard of a process like that before.
Yeah, everybody always like, wait, what?
How are you able to do that then? If it's just,
well, I've been writing for 13 years now, so I have accumulated a mass amount of rhymes. It's in, I've barely even put a dent in anything, and I got a really good memory. So when I'll pick out my first verse, I'll be like, wait, I remember I wrote something that was kind of like that 4 years ago. Let me see if I can find it. I know it's in this journal because I keep my journals marked by years or dates or whatever. And I go through there, I'm like, oh, hey, here it is. And I slap them together like that.
Right. Okay. Very, very interesting. I just don't know what the hell I was expecting, to be honest, when you went from I don't plan what I do to just, yeah, that's just boggled my mind, to be honest.
Yeah, like, I don't know. It is super weird because, like, nobody else really does it that way,
Yeah.
I've
never heard of anyone else doing it that way.
Yeah, I like to just come up with the songs on the fly, It's like whatever I'm feeling, just, I just use how I'm feeling that day and how I feel with the beat and just what I feel like will work the best within it. And, sometimes I'll go through like 4 different verses on one thing and I'll be like, those first 3 weren't that good, but this 4th one's nice, so I'll keep that. So it's not like I just go in there and just like pick random ones. I really take the time to kind of finesse it to make sure it's a nice fit.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. So then can you tell me, like, what influences you have that got you into doing music then?
Yeah, well, starting off real young, the first like actual influence of me wanting to make music was Jimmy Madrox. The flexibility that he has in his vocal range and just the way he can do different styles, I really appreciate, and that really, in the start of me like writing, really made me look at it as not writing, but more of like kind of like Sudoku, like that game, where I
Yeah.
try to fit stuff in a way that I don't really know how to break it down, but try to pack as much and fit as much, but also at the same time carry one smooth style across. So that's how I really got started writing. And then I discovered Mad Child. And I was like, wow, this guy's just punchline after punchline, and his wordplay and his vocabulary is, So then that's when I stepped my game up again. And I was probably like, 15. I was like, okay. And then probably around 17, I heard, now there are other people that inspired me throughout there, but these are just like the main stepping stones where I was like, okay, here I am. And then I found somebody else and I was like, all right, I got to get to that level. And I found someone else. All right, I got to be to that level. And the next person was Ritz. And I met Ritz before he blew up. He came to Michigan and did a show, and he gave me a homemade copy of White Jesus that he made himself. He signed it for me. He's like, yo, man, go check out my music. And I was like, no, for sure, bro. I took that CD home, and it blew me back. I was like, what is this? Like the wordplay, the rhyme schemes, the syllables, everything was just so on point. And then as soon as I heard that, I was probably I was like 16, 17. I was like, all right, now I got to upgrade again. Now I got to take it up another notch. So those were like the main three that really influenced me. And of course, like Eminem throughout the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, anybody who raps and is really appreciative of lyricism and, syllable rhymes and all that, obviously Eminem's going to play a part in that.
So, so with that in mind then, if you could do a collaboration with anyone, who would you most love to do a collaboration with?
Those three dudes, Jamie, Mad Child, and Ritz. I'd like to work with Chris Calico. I'd like to work with Tech. I'd like to work with Jaron Benton. I mean, there's just so many. I'd also like to work with some people outside of that, like System of a Down. There's this band called Skindred. I'd like to work with them. I don't want to just stay in a box. I'd like to work with Jelly Roll too.
I've heard that name quite. I've heard that name quite a lot. Well, on this podcast, a lot of people want to do a collaboration with Jelly Roll.
Yeah, he's the man for sure, and he like totally went from one type of music and found his place in another type of music, but still his type of music. He just built a bridge, and that's strictly his own little, his own little area, which is what I'm trying to do. I don't want to be boxed into one thing. I want to be able to do something crazy or something if I want to do some opera sometime, fuck it, why not make some dark ass opera not really, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I'd also like to work with K Reno, one old OG from Houston. Dude's been rapping forever, and that guy's amazing. I'd love to work with him. I'm trying to think, like, there's just so many people.
Don't think too hard.
Yeah, I would say there's just so many people out there that I like, admire in the game that I look up to. Like, yeah, I like what they do. They have their own signature sound, like just the way they do stuff. There's too many to list, but those ones right there, the ones I have right now. Oh yeah, and the Joker. I like to work with the Joker too.
That is certainly a very long list.
yeah, definitely. I keep it going.
Definitely a very long list there. So, with your music that you've got out currently, is there anywhere where our listeners can go and listen to it?
Oh yeah, man, I'm on everything. Spotify, Apple Music, other stuff that I don't even know about. Like YouTube. But yeah, I was gonna say I got my music distributed everywhere actually. So that was a big plus to be able to just have somebody do it all for me. You know, just pay them, and they're like, "Oh, okay, here you go." And that saves me all the time. So I just focus on what I want to focus on, writing and recording.
Yeah. So what is the one message out there that you would like to give your fans if they're watching this?
Open your consciousness, enlighten yourself. You know, don't live life so serious. Don't be stressed out all the time, man. Just take it day by day and use your fucking thoughts and manifest what you want in life.
You mean like we tried to do during the live stream that didn't work?
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it won't work, but you get up, you try again.
Yep, exactly. It didn't work, so we're now doing a different process.
Failure is the best thing ever because all you do is learn from it. You know, I'd rather fail 1,000 times than make it on the first try and be a one-hit wonder person. I'd rather fail and learn.
And like the great man once said, it's just a stepping stone to greatness. OG Loke, Grove Street Families, GTA San Andreas.
That's great.
Right, so right now, we are going to get down to the part of the interview where we're going to get to the proper nitty-gritty part, down dirty, where we're going to find out some of your darkest fears and your true feelings on certain subjects.
Oh, fun.
Are you ready for this?
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah? Are you sure?
Yep, let's open Pandora's box.
Let's open Pandora's box. Okay, I have already asked this question before, but I want to hear what your answer is. What sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to?
MMA.
MMA?
MMA, by far, for sure. Get them all drunk, let them go. I'd pay to see that.
You know what? I can actually see that. Yeah, I can actually envision that. That would actually be quite funny. And if you at home actually remember back from the episode I did with Blacklisted MC, and if you remember what his answer was ice skating. You come and got two sides of the spectrum there: ice skating drunk or MMA fighting drunk.
Yeah, MMA all the way.
And so what is the most trouble that you've been in? Now, please remember, nothing illegal, super illegal. Try and keep it PG.
Honestly, I went to juvie when I was like 16. Don't try and tell me some shit
that you're a good boy.
But, besides that, bro, I really just stay in my own lane. I don't really do anything. I focus on my craft. I ain't got time for anything else, really, bro. I ain't even had a parking ticket like that. I don't. Then again, I don't really be moving around like that either. I'm kind of a reclusive person, man. I'd rather sit and just, in my cryogenic chamber. You know what I'm saying? Just slowly building up my dream. I'd rather put all my efforts into that than going out and doing some stupid stuff.
Yeah. Fair enough. Now, I'm not sure if I'm not sure about this one, right? But because I've heard so many different answers to it. Obviously, everybody's got their own opinions about how certain things should be done and all that sort of stuff. So I'm going to ask you and try and get your take on this one. It's just like, what are your current thoughts on the music industry as they are today? And if there was anything that you could change, what would it be?
All right. So first off, this whole thing that really irks me is the bragging culture of where artists make music to brag about what they have when their listeners don't have any of that, and they're paying them for this music, and they take that money they get from the artist to buy more stuff to brag to the people about. To me, I don't like that. I don't think that's I don't know, man. It's not something I would ever do. It's not something that I ever see in the underground. It's not something I ever see outside of the mainstream. You know, it's just a mainstream kind of thing that people like to do, where they just, you know, look what I have. Do you see what I have? You make sure you looked. Like, okay, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. And like another thing is like, overuse of cuss words, overuse of, you know, fuck, shit, you know, words like that. Because to me, that just shows a weak pen. That just proves to me that you can't think of any other word to use besides that. So you cop out and just say, well, I'll just say bitch right there. Or see, if you listen to my music, I might say here or there, but you know, when I hear somebody's like fuck, shit, blah blah blah, you know, it's like every other word. It's like, you know, to me, I don't think that that's lyricism. I think that that's just a way to kind of take a shortcut.
That's a very, very interesting answer. I actually quite like that one. So, if there's something that you would change about it, and if you could, what would you change about the music industry?
I would, if I could change anything, I would change the way that certain like how the billboards in certain areas in music is more about how much money you can throw at something to get noticed, instead of the people out here who really put their heart and souls into this music. They don't have no ghostwriter. They don't have no people writing their songs for them. You know, a lot of the times, some of these mainstream artists, they're not actually putting their heart and soul into it. They're just going in there and reading. You know, and then I see people who've been doing this stuff for years and not getting any recognition. Then you have some dude come out and make a song, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, and become a millionaire. And it's ridiculous, you know? And then the true underground lyricism is just sitting here, like not even underground, but just real lyricism in a whole is just slowly getting just destroyed and just taken away, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, if I could change anything, I would change that. I would change the microscope that they put on certain people and kind of broaden it, so maybe everybody has a chance to get a little bit more publicity or maybe get noticed.
So changing it from a microscope to a telescope then. So instead of seeing small, you see...
There you go. Because see,
vast.
With the microscope, you just see the ants. They just come and go. But with the telescope, you can see the real stars.
Yes.
Yeah, you like that?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one. Now, before we continue, obviously, you're saying that your new song is going to get released soon. And for the people watching this, you've already heard a 15-second snippet of it in the intro. But obviously, I want you to see, because you saying that you're a lyricist, you're a true lyricist, all this and all that. I'm going to put that to the test.
All right.
Right. Just a freestyle.
All right. Let's see.
You know, one of the stuff that you haven't planned, that you plan. Ready? I don't know.
You ready? Ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm your local professional organ seller. Homeless, no shelter, let me help you, poor fella. In my storm cellar, the medical morgue set up, I perform better, professor cutting flesh with the propeller. No effort, investor will never bone sever. Get the warm sweater, we're heading for cold weather. I'm so clever, throw letters overdeveloped, umbilical cord connected, the metaphorical setups. Foam metal jacket collapse you like old yellow. Bag full of the coats, color of snow leopards.
Well, okay, I stand corrected. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem, man. Anytime.
So I'm guessing that you've performed live a fair few times in the few years that you've...
I've only been... Yeah, I did one live show.
Live show?
Yeah, and they had me as the second guy up. And I actually had the biggest response. And I was actually really surprised by that, because it wasn't an underground show. It wasn't anything like that. You know, it was just a regular old hip-hop show a buddy was putting on. He does a completely different genre than I do. He's like, yo, you want to get on this? Yeah, of course. I'll take any show I can get.
Yeah.
And I had great response. They actually really connected to it. You know, they looked past, you know, the dark shit that I talk about, and they just seen it for what it was, you know, and I got mad respect afterwards. And people were like, wow, man, like the passion, you know, I really hear it. I'm like, you know, thanks, man. I put everything I have into it, you know.
So what was your favorite song to perform then?
Forgotten.
Forgotten.
Yep.
What, you forgot the song, or is that the name of the title?
That's the name of the title. Forgot it.
Forgotten. Well,
Yep,
that's awesome. If any of you at home want to actually hear more of this guy's music, I will have all the links to his social media and his Spotify and all that down in the description, right down there in the description, so you can check it out. And I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Before we move on, awesome. And before we move on, because I've got 2 questions left for you before I let you go.
All righty.
Yep. I've got 2 questions left for you. And so my first one, which is, you know what? I say this a lot. I say this all the time, but I honestly do believe it. This is going to be the most important question you are ever going to get asked in your life. If you go on any other show, any other podcast show, any other interview, no question that they will ask you will be as important as this one.
All right, let's go.
Okay?
Yeah.
Do you sing in the shower? And if you do, what do you sing?
I don't sing, but I definitely practice. Definitely in the shower. I mean, I guess I could say I kind of try to sing like my own lyrics, but I ain't really the best singer. But oh yeah, I definitely practice in the shower, man. Definitely. The acoustics are perfect. You know what I'm saying? You really get the reverbance.
The acoustics are brilliant.
It really is.
No, that is a brilliant answer. I like that one. That was good. All right. Well, my last question for you is: have you enjoyed yourself doing this?
Oh yeah, man. I've been enjoying myself since I was 13, just writing it, and now to have people actually like listening and like hitting me up like, yo, man, I like your music. And, it's like, wow, because for the longest time, I really thought that the way that I go about making music was slowly dying. And it kind of held me back. I'm 26. I just started releasing my stuff just because I knew the underground was there, but I don't know. I just felt like the way that I do it, I wasn't sure if it would connect, and to know that it actually does, and people seem to respect what I do. That's the best feeling in the world. For real.
Well, would you like to come back on this show then in the future?
Oh yeah, man. Anytime.
Yeah?
Anytime. Yeah, you call me up for the New Year's special.
The New Year's special. You're pre-planning my episodes before I get there. You know what? That's not actually a bad idea. Doing like a New Year's special, getting on the most.
That's when you get you get like 5 people in here.
Yeah, like get a load of different rappers. That actually sounds like a good idea. And I'll tell you what, for everybody at home, if you want. Tell me who you want to appear on that New Year special or a Christmas special or whatever special I do. You tell me who you want to appear. Put it down in the comments and let me know. And if you've got any questions that you want to ask Enokh, next time we get him on the show, put your questions down in the comment section. We will read them out. And it's the same rules that apply for every single guest, regardless of who they are. The most weirdest, messed up, most fucked up question you can think of, I will ask it.
Definitely.
Because I want to throw them off their game.
Bring it.
I want to try and make these guys feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, drop some quantum physics questions for me.
There we go. See, he's already given you a subject. Well, that is all the time that we have for tonight, because it's getting pretty late. But I'm very glad to have you on the show with me today.
I appreciate it.
It has been an absolute blast, and it's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you. And again, I will have all of his links down in the description, so you can definitely check him out. In the meantime, make sure you stay safe. And tune in next week where we will have a new guest. I know what you're thinking. Absolutely crazy. A brand new guest, a different guest every week. That's crazy. I know, mental. So be sure to check us out next week. And in the meantime, like and subscribe because it will really help this channel. And if you want to see more content, it really does help us keep getting that content out. Catch y'all later.